Welcome, everyone. Good morning. McGuire, I just want to check. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, yes, yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, guys, good morning. Today is Wednesday, and today is my honor and pleasure to be today's quarterback and leading today's huddle and to bring a motivational, inspirational message to get right after, right? That's what these huddles are for. We go through our beliefs, share a funding story, a message, a prompt, and a play of the day to get right after it. So for those of you that are brand new, first time on the huddle, welcome. And my name is Nick Duhame. I'm a independent broker with DAC, and just like all of you. And I want to get right into it. The message for today is position before the wave. And I'm going to get right into that in just a bit, but a little bit why we're here, our beliefs. We say this every day, and we believe it to our core, to our heart. Business owners are rare individuals, right? They took that risk. They started that business with no guarantee. Actually, all the odds were, to fail. They have more likely. There's more likelihood to fail than to succeed, right? So imagine that risk taker mindset and heart. No, not everyone has that. So they're providing an exceptional service to their clients, an exceptional opportunity for their employees. And their options when they hit a growth spur or they're growing and they have opportunities, they come across needing working capital, right? And their options are limited. 9 out of 10 business owners in America can't get funding from their local or traditional bank. 6 out of 10 are breaking even and losing money, right? So they come across a moment in their journey where they need options, they need access, they need leverage. That's what we do. That's why we are here. That's why DAC exists. That's why Bank Breezy, our online funding platform, exists, because it provides them that bridge to get from point A to point B, to take their business to the next level, to take advantage of those opportunities, to open up that second location, that third location, to complete and finish all their projects, to provide a better opportunity for their employees, for themselves, to grow that business. That's what they can do when they have access to working capital, and we can facilitate that for them. So that is what we are here to do. That's what we believe, and we know it to our core. We understand that this is fact, this is truth, because of our everyday funding stories, our everyday experiences that all the brokers are living and hearing in these huddles. So without further ado, I'm going to pass right along into our funding story of the day. I'm excited to share this story. Great story. I'm going to get right into it. A painting contractor out of Louisiana. The broker is Matthew Johnson. Congratulations, Matthew. If you're on, we'd love to hear the story behind this. The client has a strong credit and came to Bank Breezy to seeking $65,000 to cover materials and labor for a large upcoming project they have, and also to have additional working capital to keep operations running smoothly, even with revenue fluctuating from mid 90s to as high as $162,000 a month. The Bank Breezy funding platform stepped in and delivered powerful options. Because it's the funding special, the bill trade special for February at Bank Breezy, they were able to secure an exclusive funding solution specifically for the business, for merchants in this industry. Through this special initiative, they were able to secure a core rate 13-month offer for up to $175,000, giving the client a more significantly more flexibility than originally requested. So instead of being limited to just $65,000, which the business owner needed, right, they were able to approve them for up to $175,000. Now, just like as the story says, he's now able to think and strategize how he can utilize the different amounts that are available, right? So he's currently reviewing how much he wants to accept and is expected to make his final decision today or tomorrow. This is a perfect example of how Bank Breezy and our platform, our team, doesn't just meet the expectations or what they're asking for. They're going to go above and beyond to provide all the options available so that that business owner can make that decision, right? He's asking for 65,000, but now that he's got approved for up to 175,000, he may be thinking, I can get an additional $100,000 on top of that $65,000. What can I do? What ideas may come across his mind? So that is what Bank Breezy is able to do, and they do it every day. So congratulations, Matthew, to bringing forward this client, and hopefully they have a decision either today or tomorrow, and we'll move forward. So congratulations, Matthew. Congratulations to the Bank Breezy team. And moving right into the message of today, guys, position before the wave. Just as the funding story today covered what type of offer they were able to provide because of the funding special, or February funding special for the build trade space. This message is for that special that we have going on right now, and a strategic message to position ourselves for what is coming in the next couple of months, right? So just to paint a picture, a surfer, right? When a surfer goes out, they want to ride waves, right? They want to surf those waves, but they're always studying and waiting patiently for that one wave to surf. And they right now, with the build trade space, April and May are that wave, right? For the build and trade space construction contractors, that's when things get busy. That's when projects stack up. That's when their clients are calling them. They start to receive all these opportunities over on the table. And, that's also when cash flow gaps show up. So right now we have the February funding special as a reason. It's just a few days left, right? There's just a few days for this February funding special for the trade space, for the construction industry, all the contractors, right? So this is a perfect time to continue. Don't stop just because there's a few days left, but to continue to reach out. We have a reason to reach out to these business owners, not to expect anything, an application to go in. And we may come across, coincidentally, someone that we speak to, right, that may need funding now, but to reach out, to inform, to educate, and let them know about this funding special, to establish those relationships, right? When that wave of the busy season comes up in April, in May, you want to make sure that those relationships that you're establishing now, those seeds that you're planting now by informing and educating them today, tomorrow, Friday, that you are top of mind for these business owners. And I can say this from personal experience. This is a perfect moment, strategic moment, to be reaching out with a reason and to establish these relationships with these business owners, which are all over the place, because now in April, in May, their phone starts to ring, and every day they start to get very, very busy. When they have multiple projects, some of these businesses at the same time, guess what? They're operating with their own working capital that they're getting from one project completed and another. And sometimes those funds, though, they don't have enough working capital to continue to fuel those projects and to complete them. And that's where you can be a valuable resource to them. So the objective here is to continue to reach out with the reason to reach out with this February funding special, so you can have and establish those relationships and plant those seeds. So when April, May, June come up, and maybe they come across this specific need, guess who they are going to be calling? They're going to be reaching out to you. They're going to be calling you. And I can say that from personal experience. That's how it happens. So the prompt: how many build trade businesses could you find on Google in your area, in your town, in the next 10 minutes after this call, if you searched with intention? How many roofing, HVAC, landscaping, concrete, construction companies, and more that fall under that industry are within 5 to 10 miles of you right now? Even, hey, if you're in a small town, you don't have that many businesses within a 20-mile radius, right? How many contractor trucks drove by you? How many of these trucks have you seen drive by you in the past week? They're all over the place, right? These are trucks and businesses. You can take a picture of that truck, of that vehicle, and reach out to them. So the play of the day, guys, nice and simple. At a minimum, something such as McGuire on his huddle, those small wins. Let's have that small win today of having at least minimum three conversations with trades businesses today, with the trades business owner today, to position yourself, to establish that relationship, and to educate and inform them. That's it. That's the play of the day. That's the message of today. That's the huddle break.